actually play the video on the podcast, and everyone is laughing. Soul's watching himself shouting again, like he's fully leaning into the joke. No shame.
Can you see Smooth holding Soul?
That's my nigga. Shout out to Smooth.
Bro, nah, this is yeah, listen, I won't lie, I've been in a situation where somebody's just drunk, bruh, and then they just keep annoying me. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, I'm not a celebrity or anything like that, nah, but I've been there when they just finished, bro, and they just keep coming to you, dog, and you're just trying to pretend like they're not there, dog. And then they're just like screaming your name, hey, Joe, hey, dog, ah, chief. Then they start touching your shoulder, dog, and you're like, nah, bro, just leave me alone, dog. Time it be your friend, like that's the when it's your friend, it's the worst, bro. Like when it's your friend, bro, because now you're like, oh, bro, come on. Here, Casper he's just not messing with him. I won't lie, Casper just don't like him right now. I'm not gonna lie, and the alcohol just makes it worse. Tonight, Saul Penduka versus Casper in your best. This is the stuff that we need right now, just to calm the nerves, change the pace, like the video, subscribe, show everybody like your baby mom and everything. Do the most, and yeah, man, stay tuned for some more. So like the video just like I did over here, you know, it helps out.
So they finally talked about the awkward moment between Sol Penduka and Casper Nyovest on the latest episode of Podcast and Chill. And honestly, it's exactly what I expected. If you were hoping for an emotional apology from Sol, you're definitely going to be disappointed. He is just laughing about it. In this video, we're going to be breaking down all the clips from the podcast. I'm Ona and I make weekly videos about things that happen in South Africa. If that's your thing, make sure you subscribe and join the community. Since that clip went viral, Sol has been playing along and making it a joke. He even changed his Twitter name to Soliolis, so he's clearly owning the chaos. And the jokes online haven't stopped. He even got cooked by the kids on the Spreading Humors podcast, and they didn't hold back. They were clowning Sol and Sfiso, saying they're embarrassing the Podcast and Chill network.
But yeah, what's on my mind is people mising people this day. Oh, your Violis. Your Violis. The Limpopo Yolis. And Sfiso Yolis.
And it's always people from this damn podcast.
Here's the thing. No.
We need to hold a family meeting, guys. What's going on? Yes, Like, what happened to Istima Sonde? Istima Sonde.
Come on, man.
And it's the uncles. What's going on?
I love you, bro. Like,
It was obviously all jokes, but it just shows how wild the reactions were online. Then, on the actual Podcast and Chill episode, Mac G brought it up and asked Sol directly what happened. And Sol doesn't even hesitate. The first thing he does is to shout, Nyovioles. He's clearly not taking any of this as seriously as Casper did.
Yeah, man. Let's you know.
And then what is happening with Nyoviolis? Can you please show the video, man?
Sol explains that he had just come back from a gig when he bumped into Capo and Casper. He says he's actually a big Cas fan, but he was also drunk, and according to him, when he's drunk, he becomes very affectionate.
This was Sunday.
Yeah, and he's one of those. Are you telling me you're affectionate when you're drunk? No, man. You know those ones that just come grabbing you, bro, trying to hug you and everything. You feel extremely uncomfortable at that point, bro. You feel extremely uncomfortable, like I'm not gonna lie. So basically, to anyone that hasn't seen this, Casper Nyovest, he aired him basically, you know. So, you know, Soliolis here came and Casper just looked at him like, you know, he just ignored him type of thing. Honestly, I don't even blame him, bro. Like, if you pull up on me and you're not in the right state of mind and you're trying to grab up on me on some weird stuff now, like, you know, I know that you're an affectionate person when you're drunk or whatever, but not over here, dog. Like, yo, like, personal space, you know, personal space. But just from seeing that video, it's like, hey, man, Casper just don't like this guy, bro. Maybe he said something in the past. Y'all gotta let me know. Y'all probably tune into every episode. I can't lie. It's the biggest podcast in Africa. But then again, yeah, man, Casper just do not F with him at all. Like, that nigga do not mess with him.
Sunday morning, and it's like 5 minutes from my place, and this was at 4 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. So I see Capo, and then lo and behold, Don Nyoviolis is there, you know. So thing's me, bro, and I've said this before on the show. Even when they said that House Karamama song is bad, I said Casper's got many great songs, and I'm a fan. And the Nyoviolis thing actually.
Oh, that's why he doesn't like him, because he said that your song was trash. That's why. Okay. Makes sense now. Makes sense. Damn, bro. I mean, it's just opinions, though. It's just opinions. I mean, it's not made for everybody. I feel like if you're Casper in that moment, you just gotta do the Eminem thing where Eminem just went on I think it was Sway. He was doing a podcast to Sway, and he's just like, listen, if you don't like the music, you don't like the music. You know, like it's okay. You just don't like it. You don't like it. It is what it is.
Comes from one of his albums. So when I saw him, Nyo Violas, done Nyo Violas, and I'm drunk, you know. And I'm not a violent drunk, you know. Like when I'm drunk, when I get shit faced.
You're a loving drunk.
I'm a loving.
Yeah, bro. He's not having it. He's not having it, bro. What the flip? He is not. He's plastered. He's finished, you know. Bro, look at him, dog. He's finished. He's even got the cup in his hand now. Casper's not having it at all. He's just not. I don't know, man. He's just, he's looking at him and he's just disappointed. You can just tell he's like, oh, bro, come on.
Drunk, man, you know what I mean? And
A looping drunk.
and deep down inside, there's a Casper Nyovest fan. And then I found out because I was drunk, you know? And I got the cold treatment. And that's all I remember. That's all I remember.
Can you play the video?
Then they actually play the video on the podcast, and everyone is laughing. Soul's watching himself shouting again, like he's fully leaning into the joke. No shame.
Can you see Smooth it? Holding Soul.
That's my nigga. Shout out to Smooth.
Bro, nah, this is yeah, listen, I won't lie, I've been in a situation where somebody's just drunk, bruh, and then they just keep annoying me. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, I'm not a celebrity or anything like that, but I've been there when they just finished, bro, and they just keep coming to you, dog, and you're just trying to pretend like they're not there, dog. And then they're just like screaming your name, hey, Joe, hey, dog, chief. Then they start touching your shoulder, dog, and you're like, nah, bro, just leave me alone, dog. Time it be your friend, like that's the when it's your friend, it's the worst, bro. Like when it's your friend, bro, because now you're like, oh, bro, come on. Here, Casper he's just not messing with him. I won't lie, Casper just don't like him right now. I'm not gonna lie, and the alcohol just makes it worse because he knows now I can't talk to this guy. I can't even address the situation because he's not even in his right mind. It's not even worth talking to him, which is actually proper. You know, it's maturity because he's like, you know what, I can't talk to him. He's shit faced right now. I can't even talk to him. This nigga's gone. It's tough. And I wanna say about the humor thing, hey man, there's one way to push it. Just push past with humor, I suppose, but we don't know what he really feels like behind closed doors.
I love you, bro.
I love you, bro. I'm shy.
Nyo Violas, done Nyo Violas.
Was he not scared that you were gonna pick him up, man?
Yeah, there was a time, I don't know.
By the way, guys, if you're enjoying the video so far, please hit that like button. It really helps out the channel. Anyways,
Like
of
and
course,
sub.
he couldn't resist taking a little shot at Casper.
Show
At
your
one
friends.
point, he calls him a fake pastor.
By 10.
Hey man, why do fake pastors love that line? New one by 10. Since you're a fake pastor
No,
line.
man.
Still, according to them, it's not that deep. They even start rapping one of Casper's verses on the podcast and show him love.
Bro, it's not even that deep.
It wasn't even that deep.
It's not
Yeah,
even
but
that
it's all
deep,
good.
bro.
Me, man, I'm a fan, bro, you know? If a chiller made a chiller or a chiller tweets or comments and said, yo, that episode was trash. I don't want to say you're not a chiller now. I hate you, you know what I mean? So if I say a song was bad, I mean it. But there's so many songs I can mention now, it's like Casper, you know, that I've like, yo, bro, you know, from day
Even
one.
that verse, yeah, Gushoban. You know?
You know what's crazy, man? This is the part where I 100% agree with what thing Soliolis is saying here. Dog, if it's not a good song, it's not a good song. It is what it is. If the song's trash, the song is trash, bro. That's just what it is. If the episode is trash, it's trash. If the video is trash, it's trash. It doesn't matter, bro. You can make another one that's better. It doesn't mean you're a trash career or a trash channel or a trash podcast. It just means that isolated incident that was trash. And it's okay, dog. You're not gonna make a banger each and every single time. It is what it is. Some episodes just don't bang. Some songs just don't bang. Some videos just don't bang. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is, bro. It's fine. It's fine. Type of thing. But I think with Casper, the reason why he takes it so personally, I think he spoke, if I remember correctly, he's spoken about not feeling good enough. Something like that. I think it was on the Altito podcast. He's spoken about those feelings of just feeling not good enough type of thing. And then when people kind of project it onto him, he kind of feels away. He's like, whoa, are they right about me or whatever? You know? Or are they discrediting me? And he just takes it a little bit deeper than he should. Because of that, you know, but then again, that's something that you should deal with within yourself as a person, if I'm being entirely real. You know, you've made a career, you've become a great artist, but you just gotta deal with your own insecurities by yourself, bruh. It's just how it is. The game is the game.
No, not Gushoban.
Oh,
Scooter
Scooter
Bar.
Bar. Turn the kid get to crank. This is Cass every day. Never change. Iconic.
Yo, that's the
Iconic.
best verse, bro.
Yeah.
For that remix.
Yeah.
They've done like 5 other remixes,
They
but
have.
nothing tops that verse,
Yeah.
bro.
Iconic.
They then speak about the things Casper said after the incident. Soul says Casper is just emotional and wants people to only say good things about him. Then MacG, being MacG, flips it and says, nah, he's just using us. He thinks Casper wanted the moment to go viral so they'd speak about him and bring attention to his next show.
So emotional. I also want you to always be saying the great stuff about them. When you know sometimes you've got your own opinion and maybe it might rub him up the wrong way, but it's part of being an artist, bro.
Yeah, but you do know he's just using us, right? For the show, right?
What show?
The show that he's got coming up. The fill-up.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so he knows we're going to talk about him and then...
Of course, he trended, man. You know, thanks to me. You know what I mean? Come on. You know what I mean? It's been trending before, but this time around he trended thanks to me in that video, you know? So, of course, he's gonna.
No,
try
man,
and
I just
use
think, fuck it,
most-
man. Let's stop talking about this guy. Getting thinks we want his attention. Let's just stop. We don't even need him, bro.
You guys had a lot to say.
I mean, they don't need each other. Casper is he's a massive name in this country. He's a massive name. He doesn't need anybody to make him famous. And Podcast and Chill is the biggest podcast in the continent. So they don't need each other, bro. They don't need each other or anything like that. You know? But you know, these gents, it's better to just take it in a humorous way than any other way, bro. Even if it does affect you in the moment, unless it's really disrespectful, you know, just laugh it off, dog, if I'm being honest, because you're just going to cause a scandal for yourself and it's going to make it seem like something is more than what it really is, bro. If anything, I would have just been pissed at you if you came to me drunk. That's what I would have been annoyed about. But the comments, I don't really care, bro. Like, if you say to me that you don't like my song, then you don't like my song. It is what it is, bro. Somebody likes my song. Listen. Somebody likes your song. That's fine. If he doesn't like it, it's fine.
In the comments of the last video I made about this, one viewer wrote, why does MacG's actions always be on Soul's head? I am tired of this. Soul has never said anything bad about any celebrity. It's always MacG making wild comments about celebrities, yet always Soul is dragged along.
I don't like comments like this, bro. You see, I don't like when people say rubbish like this, dog. About, like, bro, oh my days, bro. Like, I don't like when people do this, bro. And then they try to do this altruistic, virtue signaling, whatever, dog. Dog, if MacG makes wild comments, he makes wild comments because that's what he thinks. If Soul doesn't do it by himself, that's because he thinks a bit differently. Or if MacG says it and brings it to Soul's attention, then it is what it is, bro. But pretending like this grown man is influencing this other grown man. Come on, dog. We can all agree that Soul is not a dumb guy. MacG is not a dumb guy. They can think for themselves. But making it seem like these are two 13-year-olds here, and then one of them is just, you know, a bad kid now, influencing the other. That doesn't make any sense to me, bro. That doesn't make any sense to me. And Soul has never said anything bad about any celebrity. Bro, are you sure about that? Have you watched all 1,000 whatever episodes of this, bro? Are you sure about that? Because I bet my life that you haven't watched every single one of their episodes, bro. I bet my life that you haven't seen their entire Instagram or Twitter, dog. I bet my life on that. It's just what these are podcasters, they have opinions, bro. They probably said, nah, that guy sucks. Ass. And you probably didn't even catch it in the moment. Like, people, come on, dog. People, think before you type. Think before you speak, bro. Come on.
Every time. Another added, when have you seen Soul bash Cass? Just because MacG does it mean Soul automatically agrees? Get the F out of here. I love Cass, but he was an for ignoring Soul, who clearly had nothing but love for him. And lastly, someone else said, I feel like Cass takes himself too serious, yet he wears a mask of being unbothered. That's a solid take. There's definitely a gap between the chill image Casper presents and how personally he seems to take things behind the scenes. At the end of the day, these are two very different personalities.
He did say he doesn't feel good enough, so, you know, he did say it, but
Casper values control, image, and boundaries. Soul, he's vibes, jokes, and pure chaos, especially after a few drinks. Speaking of how people respond, Sfiso could definitely learn a thing or two from Soul. Remember how tense it got on Piano Pulse after that incident with Limpopo Boy?
But I'm trying to understand, but disrespectful, what do you mean, bro?
They're like you. It's your age group. Anyway.
Oh, like we very, disrespectful.
Sfiso took it very personally and it got tense really quick. Meanwhile, Soul's been getting roasted by the entire internet and he's laughing along with them. It's not that Soul doesn't care, it's just that he doesn't take it personally. But anyways, what do you think? Should Soul have apologized? Or was Casper taking the whole thing way too seriously? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, man, like, I'll be honest, so don't even apologize. If you ever see this in life, don't apologize, bro, because, okay, the only thing you apologize for is just the drunkenness, nah, if I'm being honest. That's one thing you can apologize for. But, yeah, dog, you thought the song was trash. So you thought the song was trash. It is what it is. You ain't gotta apologize for that. You thought it was trash. It is what it is. You like his other music, you ain't gotta apologize for it, bro. You thought it was trash. So to you it's trash. There's nothing to apologize for. There's nothing to see here, people. There's nothing to see here. If the song's trash, the song's trash. There's nothing to see here. Like the video, subscribe, do the most. I'm doing this for y'all.